Rachel Raquel emerges and posts on social media. Carl and Lindsay make it official. And Tom Sandybutt's on a new television show. We have to talk about it. So let's get to it.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for the Bravo Breakdown with Jolene, stand-up comedian and Bravo superfan. Jolene Lunzer here to break it all down for you. Today, we have a lot to catch up on with all things Bravo television and Bravo television news. But first, make sure you smash that like, you guys. What we do over here is I take a comedic twist on all things Bravo television. We provide comedy and commentary, and we roast and recap what's going on. All right, so for those of you who have been missing Rachel Raquel on the social medias, because we know she's not coming back to Vanderpumprules. She made that pretty clear on Bethany's podcast. Will she try to come back in the future? Probably. I think she probably will. All right. Speaking of podcasts, before we get to her emergence on social media, or reemergence, I should say, onto social media, she has given an update about the podcast that she mentioned that she was planning on doing on Bethany Frankel's podcast, because that's what we need, another Bravo person with a podcast. Someone commented to her, any podcast updates? And Rachel Raquel posted soon. Oh, soon, Rachel Raquel. To which they then said, ooh, pretty, looking forward to your podcast. And she said, me too, excited to share and happy you'll be tuning in. So soon you will be able to hear Rachel Raquel's podcast about mistresses or the other women, or I don't remember, something, whatever she said on Bethany Frankel's interview that she was going to do. And shout out to vanderpod recaps on Instagram for capturing these little comments from Rachel Raquel.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
All right, let's get to what Rachel Raquel posted on social media recently. Rachel Raquel posted a lovely little montage of flowers. You know, she's just like, look at these flowers. And if you look at her Instagram now, she said she's in her healing era. That's our Rachel Raquel. She's in her healing era. And she's on some farm looking at flowers, saying she's dreamed of this place or being in that place. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because you know I always am. She's going to get bored. Flowers are cool. They're really cool. But they're not Bravo money. And this lady likes attention. So she's going to get bored of the flowers, as pretty as they are, and the bees that she captures going inside the flowers, which great camera work there. She's going to get bored of that. She's going to be seeing that, maybe I can't make this much off my podcast. Maybe she will. We'll see. But mark my words, she will be back in the Bravo world. You know, nothing's more forgiving than soft music. I can't play the music in the video that she posted because I'll get a copyright strike, but there's nothing more soothing than soft music and cats and random flowers. And Rachel Raquel just standing there in an oversized button-up going, sorry, didn't see you there. Hi. How much money is everybody else making at Vanderpump? Wow, I'm going to miss that money. Hopefully my podcast will make a lot of money. Not like Lala, because Lala's got a podcast and it makes a lot of money. Lala. Next up in the Bravo news updates, Tom Sandoval is allegedly the new Masked Singer. And this is crazy because the season hasn't even started yet. Merely from the Masked Singer's promotion and the promotional video they put out there, all of the Bravo fans have figured it out. And it's not like they tried to hide it, which I feel like other seasons of Masked Singer, I've never watched it, but from those people that I hear from that watch it, I mean, usually it's a little more covered up than this, but people are already like, Sandoval, he says, ahoy there, mates, I'm Diver. They barely cover up his voice. He's doing the Tom Sandybutt moves that he does at his karaoke shows. I mean, it's Tom Sandybutt. He's like, I've been the most hated guy lately. Ahoy there, mates. And didn't he tour, or isn't he get his inspiration from some karaoke band that is actually good at singing, and they're named after a ship or boating or yachting or something? That's another clue. He's like, I'll be swimming my way in the Masked Singer. And he's doing the Sandoval moves.
I cheat on my girlfriend at the hardest moments of her lifetime.
Do we need him on the Masked Singer? But take a listen and tell me what you guys think. But are they trolling this guy? Is this fake? Do they want the show to end earlier because people will guess right away? What happens if people guess in the first episode and get it right? What goes on? I feel like they did this to this dude on purpose. Whoever edited and put this promotional package together is definitely an Ariana fan. Definitely not Team Sandoval in the Scandoval of it all. Take a listen. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I think it's pretty obvious. It's freaking Sandoval. But I will tell you, this is the best he's ever sounded, ever, in all of his performances.
Ahoy there, mates. Can you keep a secret? I'm Diver, your underwater enigma on the Masked Singer. I'll be swimming my way to the stage and into your heart soon. No pressure, am I right? You might guess who I am, but it won't be easy. I plan to make waves, so gear up and get ready to dive into the mystery.
So shout out to the Bravo Babe on Instagram for capturing that video, that promo for the Masked Singer. I mean, it's embarrassing, but so is Tom Sandoval, so I guess on brand. In other Bravo TV news, it's official. Carl and Lindsay of Summer House, Winter House, and all the houses where you can get drunk have officially called it quits. Their wedding is canceled. Everyone who bought their packages for Mexico, allegedly Carl's still going to get a cut, but you guys are going to miss out on a percentage of your money. I don't know how it works. There's been all these allegations that came out since Carl and Lindsay, since the news broke that they had broken up. I mean, they were supposed to be married in just a couple of months. And there were allegations that Carl is another Scandoval situation. He might have gotten a lady pregnant or might have had a pregnancy scare with a woman who they found a photograph of with Carl and Lindsay. And then there was also speculation, again, alleged. Everything I say is alleged. However, everything I say is true, except for the parts that are false. And apparently, allegedly, according to some people, Carl was getting a cut of this sweet action, I guess, with the resort at his wedding. And so he allegedly didn't tell people until it was too late, and they would have already lost their money and he would have gotten his cut for the promo. There's been so many things going around. I mean, there's been people reporting that this is, based on the fact that she's mad that he quit Loverboy and wasn't bringing in the cash and they're not bringing in enough money. Just so much speculation around this breakup. It is truly sad. I was hoping that these kids or these 40-year-olds could make it work. I really was. But I had my doubts as a fellow sober person, and Carl being somewhat early in his sobriety, and with Lindsay's drinking. And, these are just my own thoughts and commentary. Feel free to have yours in the comment section. I was worried that it was like, this is a big change from when they previously dated. But, people grow up. People realize things. Carl went through a great tragedy, losing his brother. Maybe I was being too cynical. But sadly, no. Today, exclusively with People Magazine, which is what you do, who you tell when you're really in love. According to People, Lindsay Hubbard and Carl Radke have officially called it quits after getting engaged in August 2022. That's a year ago. And planning to tie the knot this fall in Mexico, People can confirm the Summer House stars have called off their engagement and canceled their nuptials. A letter to family and friends obtained by People. Radke, 38, announced the news and apologized for any inconvenience this may cause. Words cannot possibly express how difficult the last 2 weeks have been for Lindsay and I, he wrote. We are so incredibly sorry to all of our guests for the confusion and lack of communication. I'm sure that's as nice as getting your money back, right? Hopefully they got their money back. That's why I don't go to a destination wedding. If you don't get married in the US of A, where I LIVE, I ain't going. No, because I've seen too many of this stuff. Breakup. Also, half the couples I know that had destination weddings, by the time you're in your 40s like I am, they're already divorced. So I'm not going to invest all this money to go. No, if I'm going on a fancy trip, I'm going to Turks and Caicos on my own terms. And that's just how I roll. We were left trying to figure out how this all exactly happened before we could have the opportunity to determine the path forward amongst ourselves. There have been a lot of false narratives and misunderstandings that have made all of this more painful. But sadly, at this time, we are not moving forward with the wedding, Radke continued. The fact of the matter is, Lindsay is devastated and I'm crushed. I feel like devastated is stronger than crushed, but let me know what you guys think. Interesting to not just say you're both devastated. This is an interesting letter. If you read between the lines and read too much into it, like I do. Lindsay's devastated and I'm crushed with how all this transpired. I graciously ask for some patience and grace to heal and recover while we navigate this extremely difficult time. Acknowledging that their guest's commitment of money and time was already a lot, Radke noted, "I don't take this lightly. We are super grateful for the love and support you have shown us, and will do what I can to help with any costs associated with changing plans." Really? Well, like, what can you do though? Are you gonna refund them for their tickets, their airfare, the packages from the hotel? I mean, that's kind of vague. Yeah, don't vague it up so much, Carl. People are going to want to know. This is money. This is a rough economy right now. Radke then discussed the alternative plans that their loved ones could pursue, including still going to Mexico for a vacation or canceling the reservation altogether before concluding his note. Here's what you can do. You can still go to Mexico and think of us while I still get that alleged sweet, sweet deal on the resort for you staying there. Thank you. As an influencer. Thank you so much. Or you could just cancel and then see what happens. Maybe you'll get a voucher. You can go somewhere else some other time or never. Or you could die before then. I don't know. Crazy. He said, "I'm sorry again. This has become such a mess," he wrote. "Thanks for your unconditional love and support during this tough time. We will be in touch with further updates. With love, Carl." I feel like you could have just called them. You know, your guests. They're most likely your friends, right? Probably a couple people that you just have to invite due to contracts and some, reality TV Hollywood insiders. But he could have just sent an email. This is also a lot, because allegedly, what it's going to look like to your guests is you're still making money off your wedding and they're still losing. So I would say the money I'm making off this People magazine exclusive, I will be sending to all my guests so they can be reimbursed for their travel. Reps for both Radke and Hubbard have not responded to people's requests for comment. In mid-August, Hubbard celebrated her bridal shower, in New York City with her co-stars. Amanda was there, Danielle was there, Sierra was there, Gabby and Sam, all in attendance. And I'm sure Sam was like, "I'm next. I can't wait. I'm going to marry that guy that wears a pearl necklace and sometimes gives me a pearl necklace." I don't know, allegedly. We're not sure. "I have such an amazing group of girlfriends that were not going to let me get away without having a bridal shower," Hubbard told People. "They've been in my life for such a long time. They've been on this crazy roller coaster of a journey to find love with me right by my side through every single relationship. I feel so lucky and blessed to have the girlfriends that I have and to be able to celebrate the biggest moment of my life with them before that next chapter. It's just such a special treat to be able to do that." Lindsay for The Bachelor, right? Or The Bachelor, whatever, Hubbard told People at the time she and Radke had been finalizing wedding details. "It's so sweet to see Carl as we keep checking to-dos off of our list. And it's getting closer," she said. "We are literally 3 months away at this point, and it's going by so fast. And next thing you know, I'm going to be walking down the aisle. Really, all I want is for Carl to cry when I'm walking down the aisle and get a boner when he sees me at the reception, because isn't that what we always want as a bride? Cry and then get a boner and we're good," she joked. Radke popped the question with a Nicole Rose ring. I have no idea what that means. Is it like, "Your love, David's bridal"? Featuring a 3.5 carat square brilliant cut cushion with 2 half moon diamonds on the side, making the ring 4.02 carats total, making the ring now worthless and probably going to be pawned off to somebody else. It's very clear. If you look at this finger, wait, that's not the right finger. This finger, that man loves me very much. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. It's sad. It's sad. I was hoping, again, that these two kids could make it. It doesn't look like it. Or do you feel this is maybe a little storyline-y for next season? All right, you guys. So that's the Bravo Breakdown with Joleen for today, for this week. Sound off in the comments about everything we talked about today. Let me know all your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer everywhere. And until next time, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you